Meeting of the Coralville Planning and Zoning Commission to order. May we get a roll call?
Snyder.
Here.
Wen. Taylor.
Here.
Fessler.
Here.
Aaron's.
Here.
Wilson. Here. Wenman.
And
We have a quorum.
we have an agenda amendment to give to you. Item number 6, the public hearing request by Coral Galleria has been dropped from tonight's amendment, or excuse me, from tonight's agenda. So I need to amend the agenda to, for that. So I'll entertain a motion to amend the agenda, dropping item number 6.
So moved.
Second.
Did you get that? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now item number 6 is dropped. So the minutes from the April 3rd meeting were made available to you. Has everyone had a chance to read through those? I'll entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The April 3rd minutes are accepted. First item, the
Karen?
only item now on our agenda
Karen?
is a, pardon me?
We need to approve the agenda as amended.
Didn't we do that?
We amended it, but we didn't
Oh,
approve it
okay,
as
thank
amended.
you. Then we have a motion to do that, and we just need to vote on the motion?
No, do a motion.
Yes, you need a
Okay.
motion to approve the amended agenda. yes.
Okay, we need to accept the amended agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're ready for our public hearing. A request by the Iowa Corridor Group LLC and Mark Avis for the approval of the rezoning from R1 to RPUD2 and R1 to CPUD1 and preliminary plat of Redhawk addition north of the Iowa Classification Center. Public hearing is open. Is anyone here to speak to this project? Would you please sign in and?
Yep. John Marner with MMS Consultants. I'm here on behalf of Mark Avis. Just here available if you have any questions about the preliminary plat or the rezoning. I'm available for anything. I know we've been working with the city staff quite a bit with the engineering, planning, and the various officials to try to get all the details worked out to go ahead and move forward. So I'm available. Mark Avis is also available if you have any questions.
Anyone?
Go ahead and close the public hearing.
Pardon, what?
Go close the public hearing.
Is there anyone else to speak on this? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. And now we will reconsider the approval of this rezoning. Do I need to reread that to you, or do
No,
you
it's
understand
fine.
what you're doing? Motion to consider the rezoning.
So moved. Oh, second.
Is there any discussion, any questions?
I'll just go over it for you. If you remember from when we looked at the land use amendment, this is the 40 acres that's just north of the Iowa Classification Center. And we've already amended that. So we've taken it from medium-density residential, or I'm sorry, low-density residential to medium-density residential for the yellow portion on here. The red portion stayed as commercial. So now this property is all zoned as, whenever we annex in property, it automatically comes in R1. It's been R1 ever since it's been in Coralville, and it's R1 at this point. So the yellow area on here, or this almost 23 acres, is proposed to be developed residentially. So that portion of it we're proposing to rezone from R1 to an RPUD2, or residential planned unit development. The red portion that you see on the screen is going to be developed as commercial. So that it needs to be rezoned from R1 to a CPUD1 for future development of that area. So that's a request, and that's what we're looking at tonight.
Any questions? Anything you all want to? Okay.
Answer the motions, and I'm here to ask, answer any questions that's unrelated to the, what's at hand right now.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to consider the approval of the rezoning.
So moved.
Second. All those, do we need a roll call on that, or can we?
Yeah, let's do a roll call since it's a
Okay.
public hearing.
Snyder,
Yes.
Wynn, Taylor,
Yes.
Fessler,
Yes.
Aaron's,
Yes.
Wilson. Yes.
Okay. Motion passes 5-0.
Yes.
Now we'll consider approval of the preliminary plat.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, questions?
This is, what's on the screen, I always need to check what's on the screen now at this point, but this is a preliminary plat for this property. So we have lot number 1, which is going to be the residential development that we've discussed before. And these lots over here are the commercial area, and those are all outlots at this point in time. So that's the preliminary plat. The preliminary plat will include the extension of Wheaton Road from east of Coral Ridge Avenue, to the west to the property limits, and Redhawk Street from its intersection with Wheaton Road down to the southern boundary of the property. So those two streets will be put in with this development, as is the utilities, sewer, water, all those things that need to be with this development. We've shown you a little bit of portion down here that is not actually part of this development, and that we're not acting on any of this down here tonight. That's strictly on here for a concept plan of how this Red Hawk Road would continue if it went down and connected to University Parkway. So we're only looking at this 40 acres, this piece of Red Hawk Street, Wheaton Avenue, and the numbered lot and the outlots.
Any questions? Okay, we have a motion. We need a roll call on this again, so.
Taylor,
Yes.
Fessler,
Aye.
Aaron's,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
And that passed 5-0. Okay, that is all of our business for this evening. Is there anything we need to know about next month, or?
So far, I only have a resubmittal for next month. I don't believe we had anything else come in later today, so be a one-item agenda at this point.
Okay, sounds good. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed? We are adjourned.